Uh, Piyush, your mic is muted, I think.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah,
At the first was
no problem.
switched. Thanks. Good evening, everyone, and I hope everyone is doing fine today. Uh, we're really excited to have you all present here with us, and we hope that today you'll learn everything that there is to know about the Google's developer student clubs at IIIT Bhubaneswar. On behalf of the whole GDSC team, I would like to welcome you all to this onboarding session. So let's just get right into it. So the first question that I think everyone would have joining this orientation session is what is GDSC? And a remark that really that's the question you have, but okay, we'll start with it. And GDSCs are community groups for college and university students interested in Google developer technologies or just computer science and technologies in general. Uh, the biggest benefit that you'll get by joining us is that you grow your knowledge uh, to a peer-to-peer learning environment and build solutions for local businesses and the community.
Yeah, so you might be curious about what do we do. So we'll help you connect with students having the same enthusiasm to create new stuff with developer technologies at our university. We'll provide resources for learning different topics and providing you with opportunities for you to showcase those projects as well. At last, we'll also help you to connect with new people as well as expand your own network.
Um, we, as a club, act as a technical chapter in the institution, with the biggest point being that we help students dive deep into the world of practical and real world development. We conduct sessions, build together, build projects together, and most importantly, we learn together.
So, the vision. What is a vision of Developer Student Club? So, we here at GDSC believe that by the events we conduct, we'll be able to help students bridge the gap between theory and practice. We hope to prepare our members for the tech industry by providing learning opportunities as well as working on community projects together to solve real world problems.
So what can we do? What can you do as a member of GDSC IIIT-Bh? Um, this is the biggest advantages that you'll get joining a practical real world development chapter like us. You'll get to learn new technologies and skills. You'll participate in competitions. You'll make projects as a team or even alone. You'll have amazing opportunities powered by Google developers and all of their network. You'll get Google learning resources, and most importantly, you'll receive guidance from experienced mentors and seniors.
So, as we have talked about a mission and what do we do, there are a few more advantages of being a community member. So, the first is that you'll be able to improve your portfolio by participating in the development of a community projects. The second is that, as well as we'll be providing a platform to communicate with different Google developer experts who can help you in many other ways possible. And at last, though we believe that this should not be the motivating factor, there will be swags provided by the Developer Student Club to appreciate some of our active participants.
So what are these sessions that we've been going on about? So these sessions range from a lot of different activities and even things that we've not even thought of yet. It's an open process and we're thinking of more and more stuff continuously. But the stuff that is already in there is that we'll be having tech talks by experts. We'll be doing hands-on workshops on different technologies. We'll get mentoring by alumni and seniors. And something that we hope to cover is we'll cover a lot of technologies and skills that your traditional CS education might not cover. So you'll get real world how to use different tools and how to set up your workflows and all of that stuff. You'll also get code jams and something which is very exclusive to some GDSC, which are solution challenges. We'll be learning more about them soon.
Yeah, so you might be interested to join a community. So it's simple. You can go to this link. We'll also paste it in the YouTube chat if you want it, or you can just type it into your web browser and go to it. So this is the GDSC chapter page where you can join the chapter to receive all the complete event notifications as well as add to your calendar to set the reminders correctly.
So then how will you attend these events? It's just as easy as being a member of GDSC. go to the same page that's been mentioned before, and there would be an upcoming events page. If you see it right now, you'll get this inauguration session as an upcoming event. Just go to view details, then RSVP, then attendee information, fill up your information and everything, and then you can just join your virtual events. Also, if there's any doubts regarding anything, just drop a comment on the YouTube stream and we'll answer those.
Yeah, sure. So this is what we have planned till now. And just two things that we want to communicate to our community members. So first is that we are a community driven club. So a major contributing factor for the success of any event that we conduct will be solely responsible, or will be solely responsible how actively our community members participate, and we expect that our club members do reciprocate our excitement and participate actively in our events. Also, if there is a lot of excitement for a specific technology, we'll try our best to accommodate that and organize some amazing events and bring new speakers for the event.
So after all that context that's been given, let's meet the GDSC team. I'd like to present you to the GDSC lead for this year, Neha Jha, who's a really good friend of mine, and she'll be telling you everything that's about GDSC and everything that's related to it. Neha, you can continue.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so, as Piyush introduced, I'm Neha Jha, your GDSC lead for the year 2021 to 2022. So, as a lead, my main priority will be working on some real world problems with you all. Apart from this, we'll of course deep dive into some concepts in all the fields that we have in GDS. But don't worry, we'll not make these stuffs like boring for you all. We have planned a lot of hackathons, challenges, and fun events for you all. So I, along with my entire core team, expect that you all are excited for the upcoming year in GDSC. So I might be the GDSC lead, but in the back end, we have our faculty advisor, Dr. Suraj Sharma sir, who will be guiding us throughout the journey of GDSC. Sharma sir has done both MTech and PhD from NIT Rourkela, and he is currently our assistant professor. So, what's more even fascinating about him is that he has published not only one or two, but more than 60 research papers, that too in reputed international journals and conferences. He has a great amount of interest in operating system, IoT, cloud, and edge computing, blockchain, cybersecurity, big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. So, and like fortunately today we have Sharma sir right here among us. So, sir, I would like to invite you to address everyone present on the stream and tell them more about various technical fields that we have in GDSC and how they can be benefited from this community, along with anything else you would like to add on.
I think Sir just got disconnected from the meeting. He was just here a second ago. I think we can just continue with the orientation for now, and we'll see if Sir is back by the end.
Yeah, okay, sure. So next we moving on to our core team. So we have Yash Tiwari as management lead, Anubhav Chaudhary as web development lead, Priyanshu Gupta as app development lead, Prashad Das as AI/ML lead, Piyush Kumar as Linux and open source lead, Saksham Gupta as cloud lead, Himanish Mishra as cybersecurity lead, and of course, we're not going to forget the most important part of our GDSC team, that is you all, the community. So, now let me introduce you to our design and content team. Um, we have Ayusha Kar, Samruddhi Panda, Sakshi Singh, and Mohammad Asim Khan here in our design and content team. So, whatever you see on our social media, these are the faces behind the scenes working on that. Now, moving on to GDSC fields. Now, the field leads will give you a little glimpse of what you can expect from us in the upcoming year. So, the first field is app development. Priyanshu, can we have you here?
Hello. Yeah. So hello everyone. Myself Priyanshu, and I'm the app development lead in the GDSC club. So starting from the app development field, we'll make lots of different projects in the app development by using Flutter and React Native. We are using React and Flutter so that you can know the modern app development using the cross-platform app development fields and the frameworks that modern apps are built upon. We'll use material design to build our projects and apps so that they look beautiful, and we have to write minimal code, and everything will be very declarative and all that good stuff. And we are not going to write any spaghetti kind of code here. So we'll right from the beginning follow these procedures of TDD, DDD, and BDD so that like for afterwards we do not mess with the code. And again, we'll we'll tackle some hard things in app development as a software development field. So we'll learn about state management and data persistence in app development, and we'll use Firebase as backend as a service to store our database and to do stuff like server from by writing functions only, and we will not use any server code so that our app building process is fast and you can learn more on the UI side of the things. And last, we'll also tackle all the error handling by using functional programming. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
Hello everyone. So I am Anubhav Chaudhary and I would be leading the web development team. So first of all, uh, I would like to just glimpse on this point that web development is one of the most booming fields. So yes, we would be working a lot on web development. We will start with React, Node, and MongoDB, the traditional framework. And if someone wants to learn Python or Ruby on Rails based frameworks, then we can, of course, go on to that also. And secondly, web development is uh, quite a booming uh, field, as I already said, and there is a lot of development going on every day. So I will be introducing you to all these developments. Next, we would be developing the PWAs, the progressive web apps, then the native app development using Electron.js. We would be collaborating with Cloudfield for DevOps and deployment related things. And lastly, we would be developing a general development based mentality, how to develop applications.
Hello, I'm Imanish, and I will be the cybersecurity lead for you all. Let's take a peek at the various topics that we will touch when we have a sessions in this. Every time we get together, we are going to keep things ethical for obvious reasons when we are talking about hacking and penetration testing and all. So let's go. Uh, the first one, we will understand what penetration testing means. We will look at all the broad steps penetration testers or hackers otherwise take when they're tackling a defense. Pen testing can involve the attempted breaching of any number of application systems, example application protocol interfaces or APIs, front end, back end servers, and etc., to uncover vulnerabilities such as unsanitized inputs that are susceptible to code injection. We understand the basics of website hacking. We will touch on different topics, different types of vulnerabilities, and look how to find and fix them. Next, we look at network infrastructure. So when hacking into systems, we need to understand some basic nomenclature before we proceed. what is a local server, how do IP addresses work, wireless routers, how they all come together to make up a system, are all important questions that we need to answer. Network infrastructure allows for effective communication and service between users, applications, services, devices, and so forth. Next, we are going to take a look at two staple applications used when testing web applications. These are Burp Suite and OWASP. We will familiarize ourselves with the interface and look at all the various tools at our disposal. Speaking of tools, we are going to also take a look at a randomized set of tools available as repositories online, including but not limited to Nmap, Netcat, Metasploit, Wireshark, etc. We will look at some. We will also look at some browser add-ons, which will help us when we are poking at websites and just messing around with them. We will look at a clever technique which allows us to tap into local machines to gain control over a compromised system. An attacker usually aims to gain interactive shell access on the target for arbitrary command execution. In a typical remote system access scenario, the user is the client and the target is the server. The user initiates a remote shell connection and the target system listens for these connections. But with a reverse shell, the roles are opposite. It is the target machine that initiates the connection to the user, and the user's computer listens for the incoming connections on a specified port. Basically, things are reversed, therefore the name is reverse shell. Lastly, I would like to allow any recommendations that you all have. I'm still fairly new to cybersecurity, to be very honest. This was just a list that I came up with of interesting topics that I have covered and I thought I should mention here. Any topic that you all come across and want to learn about, we will most definitely check it out in sessions and forth. Thank you.
Wonderful good evening to everyone. My name is Saksham and I'll be the cloud computing lead for GDSC 21 cohort. So during our journey, we'll learn about various topics regarding cloud computing. So some of them will be like basic infrastructure of Google Cloud Platform, or popularly known as GCP. Be it how you make an API, or using GCP, or exploring various cloud storage options as per your needs and like to fit in your budget as well. We'll also learn about learn and have some hands-on experiences regarding various services that are provided by GCP, such as Cloud Engine, App Engine, and cloud storages. There are also API providing services like APG, etc. So also we'll also learn about various serverless services that are being served by Google using Google Cloud. So currently in today's world, various things are being automated at the backend, so you can focus on your product and you don't want to mess with what goes into the backend, the management stuff. So that's why Google works on managing serverlessly. So there are various technologies that Google uses, such as Google Kubernetes Engine and Cloud Functions. Also, various containerization services are also being used, such as Google Kubernetes Engine, as I already mentioned, and also Docker integration with Google Cloud. And also, yes, of course, there will be we'll also be exploring some continuous integration and continuous development, CI/CD, of during our cloud sessions. And also we'll of course, if we uncover and unfold anything that's new, we'll of course definitely have a session and hands-on experience on it. And of course we'll also have a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Prashad and I'll be the AI/ML lead for the session 21-22. So I don't think anyone needs an introduction to why we need AI/ML, from Amazon's recommendations engines to YouTube's persistent recommendations to Tesla creating a robot from the enormous amount of data they have from the computer visions that they have. So AI is everywhere. So we decided to provide a base frameworks for everyone who is in GDSC so that they can learn AI further and progress in it. We'll be having sessions about introduction to machine learning, how to harvest data and how to clean the data. Also about various machine learning tasks like regression, clustering, classification, and what are the different types of algorithms implemented in it. We'll also go and learn deep learning with TensorFlow so that we can create several crazy things like deepfake videos, GANs, etc. We'll be also looking into computer vision and fields like NLP, which is my personal interest. We'll be learning about segmentation and classification, etc. Finally, we'll also be learning about deploying our machine learning algorithms, which is very important and usually ignored. We'll be collaborating with fields like web dev, cloud, etc., and try to deploy our machine learning algorithms. That's from my side. Thank you.
I'm back. Okay, so I'm the Linux and open source lead for the for this session, and this is what I do. I just promote Linux in all my time. So during these sessions, we'll be learning we'll be mastering Git, because Git is just so important. We'll not only we'll move on from the basics and look into how big developers and larger corporations use these tools to streamline their processes and stuff. We'll also be learning more about the shell. One of the bigger problems I think that everyone has is, how do I contribute to these open source huge mega corporations? Like, everyone has told me that do projects and contribute to open source projects, but how do I even do that? So we'll be learning that how to navigate these large scale open source projects. Another thing that we'll be sharing, just as much as we know, is that we'll be sharing workflow tips, that this is the stuff that has worked for me and you can try it, maybe it'll work for you. And obviously, I copied that line from the cloud slide, and we'll also be covering anything else that you, the community, would like to know about. Thank you.
So they were the leads, all the leads who are going to guide you throughout the year. They mentioned few of the topics that I was planning to learn from very long time. So looking forward to your sessions, team. So now moving on to some of the questions that comes in our mind when we hear Google Developer Student Club. So here is the first one. Are we directly associated with Google? Well, the answer is no, we are not. Google Developer Students Clubs are supported by Google developers, and none of us are a part of Google, or none of us are directly working with Google. So, if you want to join us and wanna put this in your resume or in your LinkedIn, then just put this under volunteer section, not in your work experience. Now, the next question that is very frequently asked is that, will I get certificates for attending events? Okay, so no, you won't be getting any certificates. We don't want you to just come here for the certificates. See, this is an amazing platform by the Google developers, where we can learn lots of things apart from our college curriculum. So just don't come here to get a certificate or something. So this is a great chance for you to work on some amazing projects. So just utilize this and make the most out of this opportunity. Okay, so another important thing that you should follow is that if you're RSVPing for the event, then just show up. There are lots of stuff that goes behind the scenes to prepare these events. So the least you can do is attend the events, learn as much as you can, and just be active in the community. Now, we do have some community guidelines. Can anyone from the team share the link of this virtual event community guideline in the YouTube comment? Yeah, so they'll share it there. So make sure you go through all of them. And now, okay, so with this, we come to an end to this session. We tried to cover almost everything about GDSC in the event, but still, if you have any doubts, you can send in the comment section. And thank you everyone for attending. And yeah, also I would like to mention, if you're watching us on YouTube, then feel free to reach us on Discord channels. There will, if you have any doubts regarding anything, our core team is here to help you guys. So do we have any doubts in the comment section? Let's wait for 2-3 minutes, then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, there was a doubt asked by
Yeah,
Naman. I think so. You can see it in the YouTube sections.
wait.
Yeah, I think so. This could be addressed by either app dev team or the web dev team. So maybe I can bring Anubhav or Priyanshu to the stream.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so hello Naman. We can of course use Flutter. We would look into that, but the main goal of me for linking this Electron.js was because we would be working a lot on JavaScript. So for making these native applications, if you want to learn Flutter, that's good. But uh, let me just say this, that changing a website into a PWA, or let's say a native web application, is very easy. So, but we can of course look into that. If you want to learn Flutter, we can.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anubhav. Also, we have a question, Sunny from Sunny, like how I joined this amazing platform. So, like we already explained in our presentation, you just have to join it. You can join it from a link. Can you someone give the link? Wait, let me give you the.
I think so. Section sent Prasad sent the link. Yeah. Basically,
Okay, so
the
yeah,
link contains all the social media as well as a chapter pages link. So you can go there and you can join a chapter to get all the notifications.
yeah, and make
Uh,
sure to join the Discord server. They will be having all the discussions about everything that you'd like to know.
yeah. So I think so. This will be the last question asked. So Ayush Jaswal asked, when will session start?
Wait,
I,
can you repeat the question?
yeah. So Ayush Jaswal asked, when will the session start?
Yeah, we are planning to start the sessions. Actually, we'll have the first event as 30 days of Google Cloud, and we'll have a session on that on 22nd of September. So, see you all there.
Yeah.
And we'll update about all the events in our Discord and on a social media account. So just follow that. And yeah, if you have any suggestions on, like, yes, we can do this in GDSC, or we want to do this in GDSC, so all the ideas are welcome. You can just drop the ideas on our Discord server.
Yeah, as we said that we are a community-driven club, so as much as we will encourage you to involve yourself with all the activities that are happening over the server, and obviously it will be great for us to see also. Yeah, I
So
think
I guess
so.
there are no more doubts.
Yeah, I think so. That will. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So this was a great session. Thank you, everyone. So, bye bye.
Bye all.